Hello guys, I greet you with your time wherever you are watching from. It's been a long time I wanted to make this video, and today I, I, I concluded that I should just make the video because this video is very important for everyone. Alright, uh, in today's video I'm going to be talking about the 24 countries that um, have a capital punishment for drug trafficking. All right, for people who don't know what capital punishment is I will explain that to you. Capital punishment is a death sentence. So I'm going to be listing these 24 countries that have this capital punishment for drug trafficking. Okay, if you have a brother, if you have a sister who wants to travel out of your country, it doesn't matter traveling from Africa, Asia. I'm talking to the whole world right now. All right, if you have anyone who wants to travel out of your country, any family member, bring them closer to this video so that they can listen. All right, this is very important because the information I'm going to be giving here is so important because it pertains to life and death. All right, so I'm going to be listing the 24 countries so that you will know how to comport yourself before you travel to these countries. All right. Do not say you didn't know. They won't listen to that. All right. Do not say you didn't know. Please, if you like, you can cry blood. Once they catch you with drugs, you are done. All right. That's why a lot of people, or a lot of families rather, their brother or sister will travel out of the country, and they will not hear from the person, and they will be complaining and thinking that, oh, he has forgotten us, she has forgotten us. That may not be the case. Those your family members that you are complaining about could be in the prison awaiting trial or possibly a death sentence. So that's why I said if you have anyone that wants to travel out of the country, this video is for them. All right. If they are not with you right now, you can share this video so that it can get to them. All right. It's very important. All right. Anyone traveling out of the country. So I'm going to be listing the 24 countries that don't play with drugs. Once they find you with drugs, trying to smuggle drugs into their country, they're going to give you capital punishment. All right, there's no two ways about it. If you like, you can cry all day and all night. They are not going to listen. All right, so that's why I'm emphasizing it. If you know anyone that wants to travel out, if you wants to travel out, listen to this video. Share it to family members, share it to friends, and share it to anyone that is close to you. Okay, number one on the list is Philippines. All right, don't ever make the mistake of carrying drugs to the Philippines. All right, Philippines has one of the strictest laws when it comes to drugs. All right, they're not going to pity you when they catch you. They're not going to pity you. It's death sentence. There's no two ways about it. All right, and let me reflect on this a little bit. I know everyone is desperate to leave whatever country that they are due to due to the hardship over there and all that. I understand that, but that's not a wrong. That's not enough reason for you to start to peddle drugs. All right. So and I will warn against this too. See all those agents, travel agents. Sometimes they will give you cheaper rate to make your travel documents, and at the end, when you want to leave, they're going to give you a bag, you know, and they will instruct you not to open the bag. But please, if anyone gave you bag to deliver to someone, please check that bag. Check it, because a lot of people have been caught with drugs and they didn't know who planted the drugs in their bags. That's why I'm telling you, especially these agents, some of them, not all, they do this type of thing. So anytime they give you bag to deliver for them, please check the bag before you cross the security. Check the bags. All right, that is what I want to emphasize there. All right, number one was Philippines. Let's go back. Number two is Bangladesh. All right, so Bangladesh has a strict law against drug traffickers. All right, they just approved a bill um, to to send people to death, like to sentence people to death if they are found trafficking drugs. Okay, so Bangladesh is number two. Okay, and number three is Brunei. All right, all these country names might be strange, might sound strange to you, but they exist. All right, Brunei is in Asia. All right, Brunei is one of the countries with strictest drug drug trafficking laws. All right, if you are caught in Brunei trafficking drugs, they're going to they're going to sentence you to death. You know, and the way they execute people caught with drugs is through hanging, or they can stone the person to death. All right, those are the two ways that they administer their punishment on drug traffickers. All right, that's number three. Number four is Cuba. All right, Cuba, um, they don't play with drug trafficking in their country. All right, so don't even try it to take drugs to Cuba. All right, because if you are caught, you could be slapped with death sentence. Okay, don't say you didn't know, because they are not going to listen. I'm emphasizing this. They will not listen. If you say you didn't know, they're not going to listen to that. Who is going to believe you? So that's number four, Cuba. All right, number five is Egypt. Egypt. Egypt just passed the law to also, the cabinet of Egypt just passed the law to give death sentence to drug traffickers. So Egypt is one of the countries that have strict rules and laws for drug trafficking. Okay, they will execute anyone found trafficking drugs. Okay, that's number five. Number six is Jordan. All right, don't even think about it to traffic drugs to Jordan, because they have strict rules too to execute anyone found trafficking drugs. All right, so that was number six. Number seven is United States. All right, United States has the law to execute drug traffickers, but they don't normally implement that law to execute the person. But guess what? They will send you to jail sentence that is even worse than death sentence. All right, their jail sentence is very, very long. Okay, so don't even try to take drugs to United States, because where they will put you for life, you are not going to you even prefer to die. So don't try to take drugs to the United States. When you are caught, you are going to regret your actions really bad. All right. That's number 7. So number 8 is China. China has one of the strictest rules for drugs. Okay. The weirdest thing about China's laws is that they don't disclose the number of their executions, and they don't disclose how many people in their custody, people who have been caught with drugs. They don't disclose that to the world. So if you are caught with drugs in China, it's a death sentence. Okay, they are secretive to disclose those kind of information to the world, because I believe China has more executions of drug traffickers than every other country. So be careful. Don't take drugs to China. Drug is not something you even want to do. So don't let family pressure. Don't let I want to build mansion, I want to be rich in no time, push you to do drugs. Okay, you don't have any excuse to do drugs, because if you anyone pushing drugs is indirectly destroying lives. Okay, that is why they put all those capital punishment to people who push drugs, because they believe anyone that pushes drugs is indirectly destroying lives too. Okay, so there's no pity, there's no I didn't know. If you like, cry from now till tomorrow. They're not going to listen. Okay, so be careful not to take drugs to China. Okay, that's number 8. Number 9 is Indonesia. Indonesia, Indonesia has, let me say, I would not say the strictest, but they are very strict with their drug laws. Okay, so when you are found peddling drugs in Indonesia, is death sentence. Okay, and the way they carry out their death sentence, I mean, the way they carry out their execution is very scary and is very harsh. Okay, and I'm going to tell you how they do it. In Indonesia, when you are caught peddling drugs, they will sentence you, follow the normal process, and normal process, and if you are found guilty, they will put you away. When they want to execute you, you are not even going to know. That is the weirdest part of it. All right, they are going to leave you loose in the field. They're going to lose you, remove your handcuffs and all that, let you loose in the field and stuff like that, and then they're going to be using their firearms to shoot at you, but it's not the real bullets. All right, people that you see around you, or people that let you loose, they are going to have the fake bullets, the fake ammunition. They are not going to use the real one. The person that is going to use the real one is somewhere. It's somewhere. You are not going to see that one. All right, so that one has a clear view of you. There's nowhere you are going to run in that field that person is not going to get you. I would say that person is a sniper. All right, but the person will just be mounted somewhere or placed somewhere to take that shot, with the live bullets. All right, so that is the strange way that they execute their drug peddlers. All right, I remember in a story about 2 Australians that were caught with drugs in Indonesia, and these 2 Australians were found guilty and they were put away. Australian government. That's why I said they are not going to hear, I didn't know, please. They are not going to hear that. They are not going to hear that. That's why I'm emphasizing it. They are not going to listen. Australian government begged Indonesia government. Australian government begged. United States government begged. UK government begged. Many Western countries, they begged for those two Australians to be set free. But Indonesia did not listen. They were still executed. You know, the only thing they did for the families were to take their bodies to Australia. That's the only thing they did for them. But normally, they were supposed to bury those bodies themselves. But they were, that's the only thing they did for the families. But they executed them. All right? If Australian government, United States government, UK government, and other Western countries, governments can beg for two people to be released and Indonesia refused, who are you that came from third world country that Indonesia is going to set free after they catch you peddling drugs in their country? You are nobody to them. Okay? So be careful. Don't ever smuggle drugs in Indonesia. All right? And that brings us to number 10, which is Malaysia. Malaysia has one of the strictest rules and laws for drug traffickers. If you are caught in Malaysia, you are going to be executed. The only option that you have, maybe if they found you with a little quantity, they might sentence you to life imprisonment. So the death sentence and life imprisonment are the two options that you have. Okay, so be careful not to be caught with drugs in Malaysia. All right, that's number 10. That brings us to number 11. Number 11 is Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia does not play with drug traffickers. All right, if you are caught in Saudi Arabia trafficking drugs, that is the end of you. All right, so you have to be careful. Don't try to smuggle drug into Saudi Arabia. All right, that is number 11. So number 12 is Democratic Republic of Congo. That is in Africa. A lot of African countries, they don't know this, or a lot of Africans, they don't know this. Congo has a strict law for drug traffickers. If you are caught peddling drugs in Congo, they are going to give you the capital punishment. All right? Except in rare cases where they will sentence the person to life imprisonment. All right? So you have to be careful carrying drugs in Congo. All right? And that's number 12. Number 13 is Bahrain. All right? Bahrain is in Asia. So don't try peddling drugs in Bahrain. All right? If you are caught, it's a death sentence. All right. Hope you guys are taking notes of these countries. Don't say you didn't know. That's why I'm emphasizing it. All right. A lot of people have been killed because of their ignorance. Okay. So don't say you didn't know. All right. That is number 13, Bahrain. Number 14 is Singapore. Singapore. Singapore has one of the strictest rules when it comes to drug trafficking. All right. Once you are caught in Singapore, they are going to sentence you to death. Okay. And the way they carry out their own execution is quite painful. All right. The options that you have, they can give you long term too. Depends on the quantity that they found with you. And caning, caning. When they use their cane to cane down your nyash, down your bum, then when they cane you, all those marks, they are going to remain there. There's no way you can remove the marks. It's everlasting marks. You know, as they are caning you, it's just tearing your skin. I don't know where they got those kind of wipes from. So be careful. Don't take drugs to Singapore. And I will advise you don't do drugs at all, at all. So the next one, that is number 14. All right, Singapore. Number 15 is Vietnam. All right, don't try to peddle drugs in Vietnam. They have strict laws. So if you are caught peddling drugs in Vietnam, you are going to be executed. Okay, and that's number 15. Number 16 is Qatar. All right, Qatar is in Asia too. So don't try peddling drugs in Qatar, or try to smuggle drugs into Qatar. You will be executed once you are caught. No, and the way they do their own execution is through firing squad. So there's no two ways about it. That is the only way they carry out their execution. All right. That's number 16. Number 17 is India. All right. Don't try to peddle drugs in India. Once you are caught, either you are given a long jail term, possibly life imprisonment, or the first offender, they don't give them capital punishment. But if you are caught the second time, there's no two ways about it. They are going to execute you. All right, so don't say you didn't know. So India has one of the strictest laws for drug traffickers. All right. Number 18 is Sri Lanka. All right, Sri Lanka has the strict rules for drugs. All right, so their law prohibits anyone to traffic drugs in their country. So once you are caught, you are going to be executed. All right, so that's number 18. Number 19 is Iran. Iran has the strict rules for drug traffickers. So if you are caught smuggling drugs or trying to smuggle drugs into Iran, you are going to be slapped with capital punishment, which is death sentence. All right, so don't even try it. All right, so don't try to take drugs to Iran. Okay, and that was number 19. Number 20 is Libya. Libya, if you are caught smuggling drugs into Libya, you are going to be executed through firing squad. There's no two ways about it. Their own way of execution is firing squad. Okay, so that's number 20. Number 21 is North Korea. Okay, when you are caught with drugs in North Korea, you are going to be executed. Okay, and number 22 is Taiwan. Taiwan don't play with drug traffickers. So if you know you want to be peddling drugs, Taiwan is not a country to go to. And you that wants to destroy other lives, no country will accept your own way of life. So you better stay in your country and avoid those embarrassment and death sentence. Okay, that's number 22. So number 23 is South Korea. South Korea has a strict rules and laws for drug trafficking. So if you are caught with drugs, you are going to be punished accordingly. All right, and that brings us to number 24. Number 24 is Myanmar. All right, Myanmar has a strict rules and laws for drug traffickers. If you are found peddling drugs, you are going to be executed. Okay, I'm going to emphasize this again. They are not going to hear, I didn't know, please, I didn't know, I have family, I have children. They are not going to listen to you. They are not going to listen. So you better find other alternatives of making money legally and not through crimes. Okay, so Myanmar is not going to feel pity for you. Okay, once they catch you peddling drugs in their country, they are going to execute you. Okay, guys, I know things are hard. Our leaders are not helping issues. Our countries, we are there to fend for ourselves. There's no proper. They didn't fix the system for citizens so that they can live a comfortable life. I know these things, but please don't go into drugs. don't go into drugs. Okay, so just don't let family pressures push you into drugs. Don't let living a large lifestyle push you into drugs. Okay, so that is what I want to be telling you guys today. Okay, don't let anyone push you. Don't let anyone deceive you to do drugs. Drugs are not accepted in any country. So don't let them make you believe that drugs. Some agent will tell you, oh, it's nothing. They will just give you 1 or 2 years. After that, you are out. Don't let anybody deceive you. Once you are caught, in most countries, it's a death sentence. Okay, so don't fall for that trick. Okay, so don't say it's because of my condition, that's why I got involved with drugs. Don't do that. Okay, remember, when you traffic drugs, you are indirectly destroying other lives. That is what most country government believe. So when you are, and that is the fact too. When you are trafficking drugs, you are indirectly destroying lives. Okay, so that's why they won't pity you too if you are caught. If you are caught, they are not going to pity you. So don't say you don't know. Okay, many countries forbid it, and God that created us forbids it too. So God don't like it, so other countries don't like it as well. Okay, please stay away from drugs. Okay, and don't do it. Okay, that brings me to the end of the video. If this is your first time coming across my video, please like, comment, share, and follow my page for more videos. All right, I'm going to let you go, and you have a nice day, and God bless. And remember, please stay away from drugs. All right, stay away from drugs. Many countries don't like it, and God don't like it too. Have a nice day.